Hi, my name is Debbie Naylor. My blog is unforgettableStamping.typepad.com, and today I'm going to share with you this quick and easy card idea. It's based on a sketch that was posted on my sister's blog, Simply Cindy Crafts. Every month on the 1st she posts a Simply Paper design challenge, and sometimes it includes a sketch, sometimes it includes a color combination, and in May it included both. I shared a card a couple days ago that incorporated both, but today I'm going to share this card with you. I wanted to use this Fresh Prints designer paper because it's going to be gone after next week, and I really love it, and so I wanted to feature it today. So let's get started. Okay, so you're going to start with a piece of crumb cake cardstock, and I've already pre-scored it right in the center. I'm just going to use my bone folder to crisp up the edge. I'm going to set that aside. Next, I'm going to take a piece of Coastal Cabana, because these are the colors that are found in that designer paper. That's kind of why I like designer paper so much, is you can pull the colors right out of the paper. So I'm just going to eyeball this to make my banner. You could certainly measure it if you like, but that would make it a very quick and easy card with it. So I'm just going to notch in the center, and I'm going to take from the corner, use my snips, and come right up to that center line. And if it doesn't quite make it, you can just trim a little bit more. There we go. And so that creates my banner. I'm going to set that aside. You could certainly use the banner framelits if you've got that. And then next, my Real Red mat, I'm going to actually use this to save myself some paper. So if you noticed on the card, the Real Red mat is between the Fresh Prints designer paper and the cardstock base. And I also need Real Red for this scallop circle punch. So I'm going to actually cut it right out of the center. It saves me paper, and this is the 2 3/8 inch scallop punch. It saves me paper. It takes a little weight out of the card, so if you're mailing it and you've got some things inside of it, you're not going to go over the amount to bump you to the next postal rate. And it also makes sure that your two pieces of cardstock are going to match up in color. Okay, so now I'm going to set that aside, and just wanted to show you, here is another one of the patterns that is in the Fresh Prints stack. You can see it's the same colors, it's just a different pattern. And then on the back, you have the Real Red and the Coastal Cabana, but I'm going to stick with this one because it incorporates all the colors of my card. So, and I'm going to set that one aside. So now I've got all of my layers ready to go, and I just need to stamp my sentiment. So I've got a little 3 by 3 inch piece of Whisper White, and the stamp set that I'm using today is called Yippee-Skippee. I think that's a fun name. There's some great little sentiments, but the one that I'm going to use is You Can Never Have Too Much Happy, because really, you can never have too much happy, right? So just wanted to share a little tip with you with the clear mount. When I mount my stickers, I actually cut as close, I don't know if you can see that or not, I cut as close to the words as I can so that a little bit of an edge all around the outside is just this cling mount. And it really does help to make it stick to my block better. And I live in the South, it's very humid here, but right now my air conditioner is going, so the air is kind of dry. So what I do to kind of help it also stick is I kind of huff on it, and then that helps it to stick. So some good tips for you there, especially if you live in a drier climate. You know, huff on it to get it to give it a little more stickiness, and then again, before you put that sticker on, trim it out a little bit so that you have some of that cling foam overlapping so it sticks to the block. Okay, so the color I'm using for my sentiment today is Soft Suede. It's just a little bit darker than the crumb cake, so it's going to show up a little bit better. So I'm just going to ink that up and stamp it right in the middle. Now, we don't currently have a 2-inch circle punch. It is coming, though, in the next catalog, so I'm really excited about that. But for now, I'm going to use my circle framelits, and this is the 2-inch size, so it'll fit perfectly. Just wanted to show you, this is a great framelit set. Lots of circles, and then of course your largest one is the scallop. And we don't have the scallop circle bigs die anymore, so this is one that'll work just as well. Okay, now I've already done it ahead of time, so I wouldn't have to put my Big Shot in the frame. So once you cut that out, it looks like this. And I'm going to take it and attach it to my mat. So I've got my handy dandy Tombow right here. Whoops, you can see I made a mistake. It's okay, flip it over and do it again. You're not going to be able to see it because you have that dark cardstock behind it. So there we go. So I've glued that down. I can set that aside to dry. Now next I'm going to have to put my layers together. So because I cut this out of the center, I'm just going to take my adhesive and I'm just going to run it along the outside. And that way it won't squish through. And really it does not take a lot. This Tombow is super, super duper sticky and strong. And I'm going to lay that just like that. Next I'm going to add my banner piece. Again, really you don't need to go anywhere but the outside of it. I'm just going to eyeball that, putting that in the center just like that. And next I'm going to add my ribbon piece. Now, you know I'm a fan of the faux knot. Whoops, I still managed to get some out there. That's okay. So what I'm going to do before I even put my sentiment on is I'm going to attach my ribbon, and I cut it to 5.5 inches so that it would just come around. And I'm going to tape the edges down. Now because I'm going to slip the ribbon underneath on the other side, I'm just going to pull it back just a little bit so that it's not extremely tight. See how there's a little bit of an edge there? Or not an edge, but it's not stuck down very well. And that's because I'm going to take my spool of ribbon and I'm going to just slip the end under there just like that, and leaving it on the spool. It's a frugal way to save your ribbon. And I'm just going to tie my knot. And just play with the knot so that it lays flat for you. And once you get it to the way you like, I'm just going to take my scissors, my ribbon scissors, and trim away the edge, just like that. Okay, now I've done that, I can go ahead and attach this to the base of my card. I love that this Tombow has a little bit of give. I never seem to put things on straight the first time, so it gives me a little bit of wiggle room. And then to complete the card, I'm just going to attach a couple dimensionals to the back of the embellishment. Peel those off. And whoops. We're done. There you go. Quick and easy. You could certainly mass produce these. You know, if you get a stack, I think the stack comes with 48 sheets. I've used most of mine. And then I have lots of strips left over, so I keep them all like this, and that would be great little embellishments. But 48 sheets, you get quite a few. They're double-sided, so it gives you 12 different patterns. This one is great. I've used a lot of the ones that you probably recognize some of the patterns in here. Or the ones that are missing are the ones that I've used on other cards. But be sure to check this out. $6.95 for 48 sheets. It's a great deal. But again, it's only available through May 31st. So if you want to place that order, be sure to hop over to my blog. And there's a link right there that will take you right to the online store. Thank you for watching my video. I hope that you enjoyed my card, and I'll be back next week with another quick and easy card for you. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.